Hey everybody, it's Richard here with EduData Consulting. Today I'd like to share some of the recent UI updates I've made to curriculum mapping with Google Workspace. So the first update is related to when you want to add a unit planner to your map. So previously I had this section of the UI collapsed. So instead I've made it uncollapsed and visible right off the bat from the very beginning. The second feature I added was the ability to do dynamic filtering. So this was something people had been asking about. So if I choose a different division, you'll notice that the options now change in terms of the courses and the grade levels that appear based on the division selection. So and if I choose all, it's going to give me a list of all of the teachers and all of the courses and all of the grade levels. So it's just a simpler way of making sure your drop-down menus aren't too long, especially if you are a larger school. So that is the change for adding unit planners to the map. And the second big update is related to tracking technology. So in the past, this section right here was tracking technology tools, but I was asked, what if we wanted to track other things as well, in addition to apps that teachers are using during specific units? So I reworked how this section works, and now it's simply just going to track whatever category you define in the apps tab, right? So I have here apps, items 1, items 2. And again, you can just extend this as far as you need to create drop-down lists of these items in your add-on. So for example, if we want to track apps, we can still do that. And it'll give us, a list of the current data that's been attached to the unit planner. However, it should be known that if you submit again, it's going to overwrite everything. So if you need to reselect those items and add any new ones if you're going to keep collecting that type of data. And then you can use the back navigation and choose a different option. And this will give you a drop down of the other items, so on and so forth. So and the cool thing is that when you apply these changes, so let's just make this, it says B is the current one. Let's select C. This data is then directly written to the Google Sheet on the back end. So you can see right here, items 1, this is now C. So essentially there's a communication piece between the UI and this Google Sheet that's functioning like a mini database. So there you have it. So again, some updates to the UI that facilitate dynamic filtering, and then the tracking of items in addition to apps. Thanks for watching. Bye.